Stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
All I see is one record after another. The market goes straight up. Is it a bubble?
No, I don't think it's a bubble, Stuart. I think it's a very rational response to what's already happened in terms of the Trump administration, which is deregulation, which is a renewed sense of optimism out there in the country that we can grow again. And it's also anticipatory, looking toward what we hope will happen, which is tax cuts and tax reform.
You nuts? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country and off the Wall Street Radio Network. Good afternoon. They continue to keep pumping this tax cut. It's amazing. The narrative since November 2016 has kept this market going up over 20% since Trump won the election in November. No earnings behind it, no profits behind it, just the hope that if these tax cuts get passed, the market will go up. Well, it's already up. That's the beautiful thing about charting is you want to sell into. Remember, you always buy on the rumor, and then you sell into the fact. If they get this tax cut through, which they don't, they're not going to get it through. First of all, the Republican budget, that has to pass first, and that's the Senate. In order to pass the tax cut, the Senate's got to do their thing. They got to pass a budget. That's not going to happen because guys like Rand Paul are going to say, no way. I am not going to pass the budget unless you straighten out your tax cut. Because the tax cuts are ridiculous. Because the proposal by Cohn and Mnuchin would give corporations a large tax cut, a savings of $1.8 trillion, and would lower taxes for the working poor. However, the middle class is going to pay for the $1.8 trillion. They're going to pay for it. How they're going to pay for it is these geniuses, these cockroaches from Goldman Sachs, decided that they will take away their deductions, the middle class deductions for state and local taxes. Just eliminate them. And they will pay for the taxes. That is stupid. So, Rand Paul saying, no way. I am not going to vote yes for the Republican budget. Therefore, if we don't pass the budget, you can't get a shot of passing this tax plan. Now, what's interesting, the market has stalled because of it. Just stalled, just stopped. But they'll start pushing the market back up with more stock buybacks. People don't realize stock buybacks are very healthy. They're still going on. $750 billion this year alone. McDonald's, Walmart. Remember, 1% interest rate is pretty cheap. They're still doing stock buy. If it wasn't for stock buybacks, this whole economy would collapse. I mean, the stock market, the economy is collapsing. The economy, remember, is being held up, being propped up by low rates. But the tax plan will not pass because too many oppose it. Now, what they're saying is the ones who do oppose it say they want it revenue neutral, which means for every dollar you cut, or let's put it this way here, there won't be any increases nor decreases with tax revenue. So what they're really saying when you hear that, when you start hear these politicians say that they want this tax cut to be revenue neutral, what they really mean is we've got to raise somebody's taxes to pay for this thing, the 1.8 trillion. We're talking 1.8 trillion. It's 5 $1.6 trillion. The $1.8 trillion is just for the corporations. They're going to pay $1.8 trillion less in taxes. What do you think they're going to do with that money? Of course, it's going to go in their pocket. More stock buybacks. We're seeing that right now. So, this revenue neutral is a joke. It's a joke. It just simply means let's go nail the middle class. Now, it's interesting. We talked about the Afghan war yesterday and how nobody was celebrating the 16th year on Saturday. I thought about it because I'm saying, wait a minute. Rand Paul also opposes the Afghan war. I got an idea. Don't worry about the tax cuts. Who's going to pay for it? I know who should pay for it. Why don't we get the defense contractors to pay for it? Let's put a surcharge on the money they're making. Let's get them to pay for it. They're making gobs and gobs and gazillions of dollars, these contractors. Are you kidding? They're in partnership with our government. They're in partnership. Are you kidding me? Think about it. The United States was credited with more than half the value of all global arms agreements. More than half. Our government is in the arms, they're arms dealers. The biggest ones in the world. So let them pay for this tax cut. The U.S. share of arms market over 1/2 of the global market for the past 2 decades. At one time, in 2011, they controlled 70% of all weapons sold in the world. Our country, we're a big arms dealer. That's what we do. We sell arms. But you don't hear anybody talking about it on these financial shows, do you? On TV. Never hear Barney talking about it. No, they don't talk about this. They're not supposed to talk about it. The Pentagon, think about this. The Pentagon alone takes in $600 billion a year. Just the Pentagon. $600 billion a year in private arms sales, making side deals with our enemies. They're selling arms to Iran. They're selling arms to the Taliban. They'll sell arms to anybody. Nobody talks about it. It's unbelievable. Let them pay for the tax cut. But no one on the financial shows on TV, nobody talks about this. Or the sheer size of it. I mean, the American arms trade is huge. And guess what? The politics always drive it. And remember, the companies that profit from the most is Lockheed Martin and Raytheon and General Dynamics. And they always out there, they're trying to scare everybody. Everybody in government, everybody in every administration has a piece of the pie. And that's why they always scare everybody. The red, the yellow, the alerts, all this stuff. Go through the line, take your shoes off, take your belt off. All that stupidity. Why? Because they got to keep us afraid. So they can make this kind of money. The government, who's tied in with the Carlyle Group, who's tied in with the Bush family. Do you know the Bush family is in a partnership of 126? They have 126 different companies that they own, arms companies around the world. Now, when I say they own, they're part of a partnership put together by Carlyle with a whole bunch of multimillionaires and conglomerate around the world. So there may be like 120 of these guys that own all these companies. It's unbelievable. The total weapon sales of the U.S. military equipment companies clocked in nearly at $371 billion in 2015. Now, American companies like Lockheed Martin and Boeing and Raytheon, they account for nearly $210 billion, or nearly 57% of the total sales in 2016. Are you kidding? We're going to take a look at some of these stocks, because this is where the money's going to be going. We'll be right back. Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the MaxVest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Time is the one thing that we want more of. Without the donors, I wouldn't have my Audrey. They take care of our housing. They take care of our food. In addition to the best medical treatment that my daughter could ever have. So it allows me to focus on my daughter and getting her better.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Okay, ladies, listen up. This message is for you because you invest so much into your professional careers, your organizations, your families, your children. It's time to invest in yourself and secure your financial future in the stock market. And you can do that with philsgang.com. Sounds complicated? Well, truthfully, it's not. With Phil's Gang daily market investing instructions and educational investing guidance, you too can achieve the goals of financial freedom. Each week, philsgang.com posts up-to-the-minute videos that walk you through your stock investments. You'll learn when to buy and sell short stocks and when to take profits. Plus, all Phil's Gang material is archived, so you'll never miss a beat.
Anyone that's listening, do something for yourself. Go for it. You have nothing to lose. Invest in yourself.
Now that you've taken care of everyone else, isn't it time to secure your financial future? Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Turn it up.
This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
I think people are really convinced that we can get tax reform through, even though we had some trouble with health care.
Could you see the market continuing higher even if we have a disappointing earnings season now?
Well, you know, the earnings disappointments at these levels could see this thing reverse and start to move quickly. But I think tax reform is the one that people are most optimistic about, and that's why the market continues to stay up here.
Let me tell you, when they have this, they're talking about this tax reform, okay, this big tax reform. First of all, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen this year because there's too many. They're just sour grapes. Too many sour grapes. The politics are just so dirty. The politics are so bad, and there's so many roadblocks. And when you got Rand Paul against you, he's very, very powerful. And they're betting that they can turn Rand Paul around. President Trump's betting he can turn. You're not going to turn him around. Rand Paul is stubborn. He's a fair guy, smart guy, and he knows, just like the health care bill was a bunch of nonsense. And he knows this tax bill is a bunch of nonsense. It's crazy. I mean, the only one who's going to benefit the very wealthy. The middle class is getting screwed because they're losing all their exemptions. Are you kidding me? But everybody keeps it quiet, of course. Everybody keeps it quiet. Let's go make some money. Let's go make some money.
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts.
Okay, we're talking about why don't they just go after the big boys, the industrial military complex that, of course, we were warned by Eisenhower against them, about them, I should say. Go after them. They got plenty of money. They could fix it in no time at all. I mean, the kind of money these people make. In fact, it's so crazy. And people, you could tell people this all day long, they're not going to believe it. From every president, in fact, Obama, no president in history sold more arms than he did. He was one of the best salesmen. Every president on down is a significant part of the government sales team to make sure that we sell arms, that we flood the global market and companies like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and that we make sure they get all kinds of contracts, that we're selling arms abroad. Matter of fact, this is a true story. Think about this. From the president, you know all the trips the president takes, and you know, like the secretaries of state, like Rex Tillerson and Jay Madison, Madden's, Mad Dog, the defense secretary, to all the staffs at all the U.S. embassies, all the way down. Their first responsibility is to be a salesperson of the U.S. arms industry. They're salespeople. When they travel, they go to Saudi Arabia or Iran or wherever Tillerson goes. His first thing he starts talking about, hey, can we sell you a jet? Can we sell you some missiles? Nobody talks about this. So you got to start looking at these stocks because that's the one industry that's always going to do well. Trump is also going to, remember, he's going to increase the budget. These guys aren't going to go out of business. So all of the staffs, that's their job. All the way down to the guy who drives the limousine. Always say, how can you sell something? How can you sell a weapon? How can you sell a pistol? How can you sell a missile, a tank? That's what they do. That's what they do. So let's take a look at Lockheed Martin. All you have to do to make money on stocks like these are the stocks you should look at if you're worried. Just buy Lockheed Martin. And when it turns green, buy it. And when it turns red, get out. Here, give me an example. You don't have to know anything about what Lockheed Martin does or where the sales are or how many bazookas they sold or how many tanks they sold or how many helicopters. You don't have to know. It's real simple. On Thursday, July 6th, it was red for a while, and then it finally turned green. And then it didn't turn red again until August. So that is a beautiful profit of 10%. So once it turns red, how beautiful. You buy it, and then Lockheed Martin, once it turns green rather, you buy it. And then when it turns red, it's telling you that the big institutions with all the money are they're getting out, they're exiting. It's that simple. That's when you want to know. You want to know, when do I get out? And when it turns red, you get out. And it did. It turned red. And then it started to turn red on August 16th, and it didn't turn green again. So you kept your profits. Let's say you made 10%, or let's say you made 5% of the 10%. That's a nice return. Especially when you feel warm and fuzzy because you got a comfort level because you know you're going to be out. That you don't have to worry about calling your broker or your planner and say, what should we do? What should we do? You know it turns red, you get out. And it's the color-coded technology, the algorithms, it works. It's right on. It's never wrong. So then again, it started up, it turned green again, September. So remember, the first time it turned green was back on July 5th. Then it turned red back in August. So you made a beautiful 10% or 5% or 8%, wherever you got in. Then it turned red for a while, then it turned green again. And you buy again. And it's still green today at $317. So it's up about 8% or 5%. It's up about 5%. So there is a stock that is so powerful that every time it pulls back and turns red, people start buying again and makes it green again. That's Lockheed Martin. These are, remember, the whole United States government, from the president to his defense secretary to his secretary of state, they're all salespeople. The first thing they have in mind is selling weapons. And they're contracted with who? These guys like Lockheed Martin, Boeing. So that's where you should be putting your money if you're really scared about the market. They say it's not a bubble. Are you nuts? It's the biggest bubble in history. But it's not going to come down until, I'll tell you when I get back. I'll tell you exactly when this market's going to come down. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call right now.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Did you know the stock market is up over 250% in the past 8 years? And some financial experts say we're only in the 8th year of a 20-year bull market. But what if the market takes a downturn? What will happen to your 401k? What will happen to your retirement nest egg? You remember 2008-2009 when your 401k dropped big time. Americans lost over $2.4 trillion, or over 25% of their investments. At philsgang.com, we teach you to keep your investments and to secure your financial future. With philsgang.com, you'll learn how to understand to invest in the stock market and how to keep the profits you work so hard for. Avoid the financial pain. Don't be exposed to losing your retirement nest egg. Take control and secure your investments with philsgang.com. Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, 877-600-4264. Phil's Gang and Choice Trade are separate and unrelated companies. Choice Trade does not provide any investment advice or recommend or endorse any particular security or investment strategy. At philsgang.com, we're always striving to understand our members' needs. And for over 18 years, philsgang.com has met the goals to educate and inform investors how to make the most of your money and your choices. That's why Phil Grandy and philsgang.com has teamed up with Choice Trade, a leading online broker for stocks and options. Choice Trade has received 4 stars 6 times from Barron's in their annual survey of online brokers. Phil Grandy at philsgang.com recommends Choice Trade as your online broker. For more information on Phil's Gang and opening an account with Choice Trade, go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Are you an investor or considering investing in the stock market? At philsgang.com, we offer a multitude of comprehensive stock investing services and professional support to our members. With philsgang.com, you get professional guidance on basic and advanced technical stock analysis. And just like the pros, you will gain the knowledge to recognize stock buy and sell patterns. Unlike other services available, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team host daily interactive live streaming investing webinar classes and programs. You get Phil's Gang timely notifications on your phone or mobile device. And all Phil's Gang material is archived, so you will never miss a beat. Plus, philsgang.com offers the best real-time stock charts for day traders and long-term investors. With clear charts, in-depth reports, and Phil's recommendations, philsgang.com makes it easy to learn and monitor your portfolio anytime from anywhere. If you're passionate about securing your financial future, check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. No sales pitches, no boring seminars, no spaghetti dinners. At philsgang.com, we teach you technical analysis, how to read stock charts, and ultimately how to make money in the stock market. For only $39.95 a month or as little as $1.30 a day, you too can master investing in the stock market. philsgang.com provides daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, plus friendly customer support. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passionate desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. We're talking about defense stocks and how there's a great opportunity in defense stocks because, remember, they have the whole United States government from the president down behind them. The United States government is the sales representative for Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and the rest of them. When they leave on a trip, I'll give you an example. Remember when the President Trump was going to go to Saudi Arabia, his first trip, remember he's going over there? Before he left, they created a deal for over $350 billion over 10 years. An immediate $110 billion that was going to take effect immediately when he landed over there. And the Saudis committed to this deal, and this was a deal that was brokered between Rex Tillerson, okay, and the president. And they sold these arms, and guess who's going to get these contracts? The contracts between the Saudis and Lockheed Martin and Boeing and the rest of them. So think about it. The Pentagon is their enabler. The Pentagon does the brokering, along with the president and the rest of them. They're the brokers. They're the facilitators. And they put these deals together. So why aren't you buying these stocks? That's over $350 billion. Now, they're talking about the reason why they got to do it is because of the tensions that are flaring up in the region. They're always going to flare tensions up somewhere so they can sell these things to keep our economy going. That's why there's always a war somewhere. That's why Eisenhower always warned us that this group, this complex, this industrial complex will always keep us in wars because they are the owners of our country. They make a huge amount of money. So let's take a look at Boeing, because Boeing was one of the companies that benefited from the immediate $110 billion that started immediately. Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and there was one more, General Dynamics. So let's take a look at Boeing. Now, it's so easy to make money with these companies when you put it on my chart because you don't need to know anything about the deal. You don't need to know anything about the company. You don't need to have to know anything about the arms that are being sold, if they're tanks or you don't know any of that. So I'll give you an example. So let's take Boeing. Boeing turned green at $233, and now it's at $260. So that's a nice 11.5% return. So it turned green in September, and it's still green. And here's the beautiful thing: you can have such great confidence. You don't have to worry about, am I going to lose my money? Am I not going to get out in time? And as I said, all gang members don't get in exactly the day it turns green. So if you have a 10% spread, even if you get in and just catch 5%, be like a little mouse, catch just a little piece of it. If you do that every month, just catch a piece of that green, but be in these dynamic stocks where you got the whole United States government, the whole Pentagon behind these companies. It's unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. We now stand 10 years past the midpoint of a century that has witnessed 4 major wars among great nations. Until the latest of our world conflicts, the United States had no armaments industry. American makers of plowshares could, with time and as required, make swords as well. But we can no longer risk emergency improvisation of national defense. We have been compelled to create a permanent armaments industry of vast proportions. Added to this, 3.5 million men and women are directly engaged in the defense establishment. Now, this conjunction of an immense military establishment and a large arms industry is new in the American experience. The total influence, economic, political, even spiritual, is felt in every city, every state house, every office of the federal government. We recognize the imperative need for this development, yet we must not fail to comprehend its grave implications. Our toil, resources, and livelihood are all involved. So is the very structure of our society. In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
And it goes on, but that was Eisenhower. And that's the point he was making. And now here we are, all these years later, and there it is. And you're not in these stocks. It makes no sense. Another good stock, okay, is Boeing. Boeing's a good stock. General Dynamics is a great stock. Here the other day, we were watching it, and General Dynamics, it was red. It was red at $196, and then she kept going up. It was still red, still red. That's the beautiful thing. When it's at $196 on your chart, and it's going up 196, 197, you say, why aren't you getting in? Because it's red. Because it's telling you it's not enough volume. You don't have enough energy. Because if you get in, there's a high probability it's going to come back down. So instead of getting in where your broker's going to tell you get in at 196, we got in instead much safer at 201 when it turned green. That means the maximum amount of money was coming in. You haven't got to know a thing about General Dynamics. Today, it's at $213. So you got a beautiful 6%, almost risk-free. Of course, there's always risk. There's always risk. But at least, and you know where the risk comes? Not on the buying. Anybody can buy. It's like an airplane. Anybody can take the plane off the ground. That's easy. You get a monkey to do that. It's landing it. It's the same thing with a stock. You can get a stock off the ground. Anybody can buy a stock. I mean, especially today with the market up over 260%. Are you kidding? You can buy almost any stock today. It'll go up. But the important thing is, will you know when to get out? And the answer is no. And are you going to depend on Wall Street to get you out when they have no fiduciary relationship with you? Of course not. It's stupid to think that. Wall Street not on your side. Your 401k guy isn't on your side. Your planner's not on your side. Nobody's on your side. They're for themselves. So here you get into the stock, and then it's still green, or you can wait till it gets red and you get out. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So these arms deals, that's the one area of our country where the government and these companies work together to make money. How do you not be involved with these companies? How it just be crazy not to be. By the way, they're talking today about how strong the economy is, right? Remember this?
I think the U.S. economy is in very good shape.
The stocks have been strong. The global economy is improving.
Well, the economy is doing very well right
now. But let me ask you a question. It's doing so well, then how come New York City foreclosures are up 79%, the most since 2009? Answer me that. And New York City commercial real estate sales have plunged over 50%. We're going right back to 2008. Everything is setting up like 2008, especially the stock market. This crash has the same things that was going on in the 2008 crash. We had very few companies grabbing most of the profits. We have 5 stocks that are grabbing half of all the profits of the S&P 500 companies. Can you imagine that? That is dangerous. But guess what? Keep riding the market until it turns red on my chart. Join my gang right now, 877-600-GANG, and get the chart.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Wouldn't it be nice if someone told you when to buy and sell stocks? Well, there is. The Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts actually tell you when to buy or sell stocks. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic. fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job. Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call, 877-600-4264.
Okay, ladies, this message is for you because you invest so much into your professional careers, your organizations, your children. It's time to invest in yourself and secure your financial future in the stock market. And you can do that with philsgang.com. You'll learn when to buy and sell short stocks and when to take profits. Now that you've taken care of everyone else, isn't it time to secure your financial future? Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, the real area that you need to pay attention to, we've been talking about, is of course, the industrial complex, the war machine. Companies like Lockheed Martin, the industrial complex, the war machine, the Lockheed Martin, Boeing. If you pay attention to these stocks, you're going to make consistent money. All you need to know is when to get out. So just follow me, that's all. I do videos every night, and when I engage one of these stocks, you just follow me. It takes you a minute. Go on my site and say, all right, what's Phil and the gang doing with Lockheed Martin? What are they doing with Boeing? The other area is the banks. Because remember what Yellen did this year. She printed and put in $2 trillion into buying bank stocks to push them up, to keep the stock market up. The stock market is being held up. It's being propped up. It's been propped up for 8 years with low interest rates. The interest rates are still very low. What are we now? 1.25. That's it. I mean, that's low. And why do you think the S&P 500 companies that committed to another $750 billion in stock buybacks this year? And she pumped in $2 trillion to keep the banks up. Goldman Sachs is one of our best stocks. The gang always involved with Goldman Sachs. So if you just join the gang and follow us with Goldman Sachs, and this is for people who are very, very busy, have no time. You don't have 5 minutes, but you know you got to make some money. Now we got this week coming up, or starting in the next couple of days. We got on the 13th, we have JP Morgan reporting, we have Citi, and we have a slew of banks after that. Now, the thing about these banks, the only bright spot in this quarter, they haven't made a lot of money. The only bright spot is their ability to buy back their stock. That's what they've been doing. This quarter, they've been buying their stock back. And then they've been helping companies to borrow money to buy their stocks back. That's what's going to save them. Mortgage originations are down. for all the banks across the board. They're down. Why? Because people don't have the money. They don't have the money. First of all, when they grabbed all the houses under Obama, they took all the foreclosed homes, and they decided to give them to the hedge funds to go buy them and rent them. They took an incredible amount of inventory off the market. The few houses that were left went up so high. I can tell you right here in Tampa and Sarasota and Florida went up so high that people didn't have the folks, their wages aren't going up. Wages in the last 8 years, you can listen to these nincompoops, the wages in the last 10 years have gone up either 1% or down 1%. We've had no gain with wages. Don't listen to them. Oh, wages are going up. We went up 0.5 cent the last quarter. It's all a bunch of nonsense. So these banks, they've made their money. Okay, again, not in a mortgage origination. And why? Because the economy's not good. But they're going to keep pushing the stock market up. Why aren't you in the market? They're going to keep pushing the stock market up to convince you the economy is good, because they know you don't know anything about it. Just like you don't know the difference between a deficit, you don't know anything about the national debt or the debt. You don't know the difference. They know you have no clue what's going on with the budgets. They know you have no clue what's going on with the tax cut. Everybody just follows each other like with a herd mentality. You listen to somebody on TV, oh yeah, he must be right, he's on TV. Listen to what I'm telling you. So these banks, take a look at Goldman Sachs. There's 3 banks. Anytime the interest is going up, what does that mean? When yields on the Treasury, on the 20-year Treasury, is going up, that means the banks are always going to go up. Always going to go up. So those are terrific stocks. So Goldman Sachs, when it turned red again on September 15th, it turned green, and it's still green today. So the stock, Goldman Sachs, is up about 10%. Bank of America is up about 8%, and so is Citigroup. So always remember, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, and Citigroup, you've got to stay with those 3 banks anytime interest rates go up, because they capture most of it. They get most of the profits. Those are the 3 banks you want to be with. So you join the gang and you follow me every day. Again, we do videos every night or during the day. Just go check it out. Take you 1 minute, and you'll make money on those stocks. Another stock we're working with is Starbucks. Another great opportunity. Starbucks. That is going to be a wonderful opportunity. And it's going to get ready. It's ready. It's so close. If you don't join, I'll tell you what. Please join the gang tonight. I'll start my first video tonight with Starbucks. You can start tonight following me with Starbucks. That's one of the stocks that the gang, we just started to work with about a week ago. And I said, this stock, if this one breaks out, this is going to really run. This stock has dropped from about $65 down to about $52. That's a 20% drop with Starbucks. This is when you buy them. This is when you buy them. And it just turned green. It just turned green back here in August, and it's just been at a sideways movement. Now she's ready to break out. She's ready to break out. So this is the time you should join, follow me with Starbucks, and let that be your first stock with me. That's a great stock. So you got Starbucks, you got the banks, you got Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citi, and the banks are reporting, and we're going to see how these banks, everything that they're going to report is a bunch of nonsense, because, again, they're not making money. They're not making money with mortgage. People don't have money. They just don't have the money to do it. They don't. So, and one thing that also, if you're going to do these stocks, you don't have to, as I said, if you want to just buy the chart, you can just buy the chart. The best thing we say is, why don't you join the gang first, stay with me for 30 days, and you can see how I do it with my chart, and then you look at it and you say, boy, this really works. Then you can either stay with the gang and buy a chart, or you don't have to stay with the gang. You can just buy the chart separately. Just buy the chart only if you want, whatever you want. But we always suggest the first month you follow me, and you follow the stocks that we're engaged with. Okay. Anyway, so that's where we stand. But the banks are going to be up first, and we're going to have a lot of earnings coming on in the next couple of weeks. And the earnings are going to be, again, they're so phony, it's incredible. It's just phony. Phony. Now, the strong dollar, we've been having the strong dollar for about 5-6 months now. And remember, a strong dollar reflects a strong U.S. economy. And since 2014, the dollar has risen over 20%. And it's all been on a fake narrative that the economy is doing so well and the consumers are so strong. And none of that's true. So now we're starting to see the dollar start to pull back. Now what happens? When the dollar starts pulling back, we start looking at commodities again. We go back, right, that's right, we go back to our gold. So you have an opportunity. We're just going to start with gold. We're going to look at gold because now the dollar is starting to drop again. We have a great opportunity with, again, same thing, the emerging markets. Like countries like Vietnam and Taiwan and Thailand, they get... When they have the dollar, okay, when they have a strong dollar, it kills them. It kills them. So now that the dollar is pulling back, you're going to have a great opportunity with the emerging markets. We've got some great stocks there too. And the multinational companies are getting killed with the strong dollar. Getting killed. But now you can buy a lot of the good multinational companies that got hurt with a strong dollar. Now it's starting to sell off. So we got some great opportunities in the emerging markets and the multinational companies and also in commodities. Gold, I'm telling you, gold just started to go back up. It's a little early for gold. It's a little early for the emerging market stocks and a little early for the multinationals. But in another 2-3 weeks, they should be ready. But right now, don't miss the bank stocks, and don't miss the Lockheed Martins and the Boeings. That's where a lot of the money is going. They're going to keep pouring money into these defense stocks, okay? So here's my number, 877-600-GANG. Just join the gang. Get started today. You'll love it. And nothing is, everybody's talking how great this economy is. Are you kidding me? There's so few people that are doing well. There's so few people. During Clinton years, 45% of all the personal income gains went to the top 1%. Under Obama, 85%. The inequality is incredible. And it's just crazy. All right, we'll see you on the charts. 877-600-GANG. Start following me tonight. Follow my videos. Become a gang member.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.